We are igniting the blockchain. This is the Crypto Woman, otherwise known as Elizabeth, and I am talking today with Gudo Thijssen of Dominium. Gudo and I have been spending some time chatting with each other about his project, Dominium, and getting to know each other, and we thought it was time to bring an update to you all. So Gudo has a long career in the international property markets and was a managing director of a European property software company for several years. And now he is the marketing advisor to the blockchain project Dominium. Gudo, what is Dominium?
Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for having me.
Yep.
Well, Dominium is a decentralized, regulated, international, multilingual property financing, listing, and management platform.
And it's going to be built, or it's going to be using the blockchain.
That's correct.
All right. So why the blockchain? What will Dominium use a blockchain to solve or to do?
Well, the property market is a massive market, and the core team has a lot of experience in real estate. We're setting up funds. However, we found in our own experience that there is a lack of transparency, and there's a very high entry barrier in property funding. So by allowing these kind of assets, if you like, to be on the blockchain, we're opening in a really interesting market for your average Joe, if you like.
Okay, so what would be an example of a high entry barrier? What would be an example of a problem and how the blockchain would solve that?
Okay, well, normally if you invest in a property fund, you can do that through your fund manager, you can do that through your bank. You have very high costs, commissions, and a high entry level. So, you know, they generally start off with $25,000 or euros or pounds, which excludes a lot of people. By having this on the blockchain, you allow an access for people with a lower budget, and because another thing with funds is you're not liquid. So if you sign up for a fund, you sign up for a period of 5 or 10 years, and you get yearly yield. And in case something comes up, whatever the car breaks down, you need to be liquid. You can't. In the current models has been offering, or it is presented. If you make it a tradable asset on the blockchain, where everything, of course, is recorded, you can liquidize at any given stage.
I see. Okay. And you talked about lack of transparency in the real estate market, and that's a problem. Can you give us an example of how that's a problem and how the blockchain will help you solve that?
Yeah, well, part I mentioned already, there's a lot of hidden costs and commissions. You as a investor might not clearly see, but think of normal everyday use cases we've all had. You know, you look into to rent a property, and your real estate guy says, okay, this property has been done up, everything has been fixed. On a blockchain, that would all be recorded,
okay.
Would not be changed. So you could actually verify if that is the case, yea or nay. Other example, you're looking to buy a property, hey, there's 3 bids on this property already, you got to be fast, you get the standard sales pressure, if you like. you could check that on the blockchain. Is there actually 3 offers, and what value is these offers? And do I have to overbid with whatever amount, or does a couple of hundred or a couple of $1,000 do to make you the most interested party? And other examples are, you see, I have a lot of, I've lived in Spain for 19 years, and there you have, when you buy a property, you have the escritura. And in Spain, often you get offered a property, and then they say, okay, and we build these 2 extra bedrooms in the back, but they're not on the escritura. So that means if you actually have to completely legalize the property, you would have to get these on the escritura and have all the costs with the notary, etc. You could actually see that on a blockchain, what is on the escritura and what is not. So it's a lot clearer, a lot more
transparent. And I think that there's similar things in other international markets too, correct?
Definitely, yeah.
You know, to resell a property and verify home improvements that you've made and things like that. So, so Dominion is full of, well, it's backed by people, a team of people who came together and came up with this idea, and it's a pretty big team. Can you tell us about it and the experience, and then maybe even a little bit about what your role is in the company, what you do for Dominion?
Yeah, so the core team, if you like, consists of 11 people from different nationalities: Holland, Germany, Liechtenstein, Austria, England. So pretty much all the European countries. So each in his country is, if you like, a specialist. For example, in Germany we have our chairman of Dominium, which is Thomas Munthe. And we've quoted, you know, more than 200 years of real estate in that team. He is actually the managing director of Munthe Immobilien. That company was founded in 1833. So, you know, that goes back a long time. His company manages over 3,000 rental apartments. So a lot of knowledge there. We have Mark Lloyd, who's our managing director. He sits in the UK. He's actually owner and founder of the Property Master Academy. And basically what he does is he does seminars to people on how to invest in property. We've got in Germany, we've got Marco Reimann, who's our finance director, and he's actually doing an interview as we speak with the it's the Deutsche Wirtschaft Club, the Digital Wirtschaft Club, which is actually the digital economic club, if you like. At this moment, we've got Esther Dekker, we call her a power woman. She does a lot of seminars in Holland, and she is very knowledgeable about real estate. So all the ins and outs you need to know. She actually does courses as well. As blockchain advisors, we've got Martin Dirks. He's a teacher at the Erasmus University in Rotterdam. We've got Joost de Kruijf. He develops smart contracts on various blockchains. We've got Jacob van Heerwaarde, who's actually the founder of Confidon. And Confidon is the auditing company of the Max Property Group, which is going to be, well, it's going to be absorbed, if you like, by Dominium. And he's going to be doing all the auditing, etc. So, in addition, we've got, recently we got joined by Andres Campo. He set up the Rotterdam Blockchain Foundation, very knowledgeable chap, very lovely chap as well. Then we've got 4 students sitting in Holland in a Rotterdam office doing KYC, ICO listings. In addition, we're in 15 languages now, but we've got about approximately 20 ambassadors, worldwide ambassador program. And basically they're translating the whole system in their own respective language. So,
so it truly is going to be international.
Very international.
Very
I must.
international, and
We have.
very, very well founded with expertise and knowledge. A real team there. So, and you are a marketing advisor, and you've done some pretty incredible things for Dominion from the marketing point of view. Give me some stats about how quickly your user base grew.
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and have credit for the whole lot, because there's a lot of good people that are not on the website who choose. They don't want to have.
It's a team effort. But since you're the marketing advisor, you can tell us about it.
Yeah, so we launched with our referral program. I give you my referral link, you register, you get 25 DOM tokens, and so do I. You then can go in the system and take out your own referral link. And we even got all the banners, we've got email templates, we've got all the information you need if you have your own social channel to get your friends, family, followers, and whatever involved. And that came, we said airdrop, we said referral program, and people really responded well to it. It's like saying, I'm going to give you $8, and all you got to do is go KYC AML, because we're a regulated platform. We then, and this is what I focus on mostly, we then set up the worldwide Dominium Ambassador program. We look for enthusiasts, blockchain enthusiasts who see or who share our vision, who see what we're doing here, and we all reward them in DOM tokens. On top of that, we've done a bounty program, which is now, I think, about 450 strong. People who translate, who use different social channels we're not familiar with, who write articles, who repost the news we have, the news we bring out, and the combined efforts bringing its fruits. I checked this morning, we're on 21,091, that was this morning, registered users.
Wow.
And they are all KYC. They all have to do the KYC and AML. So it's all organic. We have got in our Telegram group approximately 8,500. Our Twitter groups are growing, so we're growing steadily every week. Our goal is to have 50,000 subscribers when the ITO goes live. So that gives us, well, a bit more than a month. It's a goal, and we're very happy with how everything has gone so far. But in addition, we're excited with the feedback we've gotten from people like yourself, people like Yerorida, the community. We got some people like Sackfold Steve, the Wire Master. These guys are coming up to us and writing articles about us, and that's news, that's progress. So yeah, we're excited.
Well, there's a lot of excitement within our community about Dominium. It's going to be nice to see a child chain roll out, and one that's so well established and backed by a real business model, real people with real experience. And we're, about a month away from your ICO. Can you tell us about participating in your ICO? Who and how can you participate?
Well, we've actually called it an ITO, advice from our legal department, initial token offering instead of initial coin offering. We have officially opened the whitelist, so people can register. The only criteria is you have to pass clearance level 1. Regulation, so that's a selfie with your ID, your standard stuff. There is a variety of clearance levels. The last one, it's not a necessity yet, level 2 and 3, But in time, when we do create assets on the blockchain, we're going to be looking if somebody is a sophisticated investor, a high net worth individual, etc. So all that is in place already. So we have silently announced that the pre-ITO whitelisting is open. We're not accepting any funds yet. We will start doing that as of the 14th of August. Maybe interesting to know, because we spoke about hype and progress as well.
Mm-hmm.
We have got the logic programmed behind the reservation form, whereas if this 10% that we're actually have on offer on the pre-ITO, if that was all to be reserved, it automatically goes up to the next phase, which is then 10 cents. And we actually had someone out of the community saying to us, hey, the calculations don't add up. And, you know, we tested it and said, yeah, it adds up. What we didn't know is that we were going to have that many reservations. And not all of them are going to be for real. And some people maybe have, you know, made it a type error. So we're actually going to disconnect that reservation form so people can still reserve at 80% of the ITO price, which is 5 euro cents.
Okay. Okay. So, so people from all over can invest as long as they meet the first clearance level, and it's going to open up on August 14th. Is that right? And the details of some of the things that you just talked about can be found on your website, which is dominium.me, and I'll post that. But I want to know a little bit about the technology of your platform. What is going to drive your platform and make it unique?
Well, there's two parts of technology. So the technology bit that we're actually, so what we're building on the platform itself, and then I'll talk about us connecting to the Ardor child chain,
Okay.
because it's like two elements. Right? As I'm sure you've seen, we've got this big red banner saying under development.
Mm-hmm.
We chose that on purpose. We felt that, well, everyone's seen enough white papers with timelines and great ideas, and we said, okay, we're a little bit different. We're building this anyway, so let's get the community involved, because then you get feedback as well, what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. Does that mean sometimes the platform has crashed? Yeah, the emails didn't go out. Yeah, you get your bugs, but people have a good understanding with that. So what we're actually building in this platform is it's going to have many tools and features to help real estate professionals, your renters, your buyers, and investors, anything and anyone to do within the real estate market. So it's functioning in alpha, if you like. The community is testing it for bugs and user experience, and you know, they're fair in the feedback, and they say, you know, that bit we don't like, that bit's too slow, whatever it might be. So we're going to have a complete CRM system. We've got a support ticket system already. We're currently building the asset creation system, which is not live yet. This is where we're going to put our own free funds on there, our own free existing funds, and one in Holland, England, one in Germany. The global translation module is one of my favorite features. I could allow you to, so once you've passed KYC, obviously, and you'd say, okay, I speak this exotic language, it's my native tongue, and your platform isn't in this language yet. I could actually give you access to whatever the language it might be. And then you can actually translate it string by string, and it automatically gets updated. So as soon as you pass 70% of translation, it then goes live. And to make it easy, if this was German, exotic language was German, and you would have translated 7%, whoever has a German IP address will then see the system completely in German.
Well, that's incredible. And this is all backed by a bounty program too, is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, so that's exciting how it's
out of the bounty program, we actually get the ambassadors. So they benefit from the stakes they get out of the bounty program for doing their job there, if you like.
Yeah.
And we then say, this guy is good. We haven't got Taiwanese or whatever language. And then, we get on the phone with her, and explain what we're doing. And maybe an interesting fact to know as well for everyone is we decided that to do a project of this magnitude worldwide, it's a big thing. We are completely self-invested, if you like. So the seed round was done by the core team, and all these translators and all these, apart from 4 students in Holland, I must add, they work on a daily retainer. The students, fair enough, but they have a small retainer, and the rest of it they get in DOM tokens. So we have special competitions to get everyone motivated. So initially we said, how are we going to market this? And we've allocated 10% of all tokens, so that's 100 million tokens, to get us on the map. So that's including the referral program, the bounty program, the worldwide ambassador program. And it's different, but basically they've said, okay, well, if the last price of ITO is 25 cents and the marketing department gets given 100 million tokens, that's 25 million euros in marketing budget. That is exciting. But it's not in cash. So that sort of helps as well, because having done marketing, a long time in the past, and with the other people of the team as well, it's easy to, we get all these influencers, all these marketing professionals coming out of the woodworks and say, we are this and this is what we can do. And we're not very keen on saying, okay, well, is that so many thousand euros? There you go. And we cross our fingers that it works. So in all the people we list with and all the people we get involved in, we always do a share of DOM tokens. So they have a benefit as well. So if the first marketing campaign isn't as successful as anticipated, they're a lot more eager to say, okay, we'll do a rerun, or we do a retargeting, or whatever it might be, because our benefit as well is because partly of the payment we've got in DOM tokens, it's in the mutual benefit of everyone for it to be a success. So,
and where are these DOM tokens now?
Sorry?
Where are these DOM tokens now? Which blockchain?
At the moment, they're not on the blockchain yet. No. I was at Yellow Reader's office last week and had a really nice chat with the team there. Their legal department and our legal department are, I believe you guys say, dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Our main focus is, of course, now for the coming few months and for the remaining part of Q4 is to successfully do the ITO, connect to the Ardor child chain, and then connect our system to the Ardor child chain, and then the circles round.
Okay, so then once that happens, if I were earning DOM tokens as a translator for the website right now, when the child chain is released, I'll be able to access my DOM tokens on the blockchain. Is that right? Am I understanding it properly?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. So this will be a child chain on the Ardor platform, correct?
Correct.
From the very beginning, from the get-go. And when you have your own child chain, you're going to be issuing assets that are going to represent properties? Is that
that will be that will be the next step of the project. So the platform will allow asset creators, if you like. So what we're doing is we're applying for the licenses in Holland, and then with an umbrella license go to other European countries. Obviously, we're going to focus on the countries we know already, which is Germany, Holland, England, where we have these funds already, where we have the open communication with the regulatory bodies or governments. This is not my department, obviously. So we're going to have like a system where funds actually can go and list or create their assets, and then providing you have gone through the relevant KYC level, you can participate in these funds.
Okay, so how much money have you raised so far, and from whom?
Okay, the initial seed rounds, like I mentioned, was done by not all the core members. There's a few, 2 or 3 external investors who are not actively involved. They do, however, keep saying, you know, if you need us for an interview or you need us to do any explanation of why we've invested, they're happy to join the board, if you like. We are now, like I said, we're now doing pre-ITO.
Okay.
And as of the 14th of August, we will be accepting payments, and people can enter in Euro, Bitcoin, Litecoin. We obviously have opened for Ardor, next, Ignis as well, because it's like all part of the same network, if you like. I can't disclose any more information, but we're going to have a special deal for next, Ardor, and Ignis holders. I can't reveal this yet.
Say that again?
Yes, we're going to have a special offer because I've spoken to you about this before. I think it's.
Yeah, I know. Are you ready to tell us about it, or are we going to hold that off for the next update?
I know I'm saying we're completely transparent. I'm not allowed to say it yet, but I promise on the next update I will disclose. Okay.
And we are going to have more updates.
Yes.
We have more updates. We'll talk again in a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, and we'll bring some more news. And maybe we can talk around the 14th, around the time of the ITO opening up. And maybe you can tell us then. So,
yes, I'm very happy to do that. So
yeah, I really I'm really, really interested to see exactly how it's all going to work. You know, are you going to be issuing singleton assets? Are you going to, how are your contracts going to be written? Are you going to use lightweight contracts? I just can't wait until we can all look and see how this is all going to come together and work, and to solve a real life solution of the high entry barriers, the lack of transparency in the real estate market, and on so many, many, many international markets and language. It's a huge project. The scope of it's just, wow. Thanks for spending some time to kind of put it in a little capsule for us. I still think we only just scratched the surface, so we'll check in with you again.
You know, thank you very much for your time and for wanting to do this little chat. As I'm sure you've noticed, I don't do this very often in front of a camera. You know, for the people who've listened to this and who are listening to this, please do visit our platform, sign up on one of our social channels, and keep up to date. If you feel, if you're listening to this, and I don't know if I can do a promo here, but if you feel, you know, this is an exciting project, I can do this, I have a unique talent, and I could, you know, support this team, by all means, drop me an email to marketing@dominium.me. If you think okay, this is a really interesting concept, but I like to speak to whoever of our team. Let us know. We're there, and we're happy to talk to you. In beginning of August, we're going to do an AMA on Reddit with Mark Lloyd. We're going to announce that on all our social channels. So if you then have any more questions, a bit more in depth, you know, that would be a call. Obviously, you can place them anytime on our social channels as well. So,
Right. Well,
thank you.
Definitely keep our eyes open for an AMA. That'll give us a little bit more insight to it all. And definitely, Guido is wide open, guys. He's approachable. If you do have questions about this, or like you want to be part of it and want to figure out how you can even be more of a part of it, do that. And you know, I'm starting to catch a vision for the future as we bring more projects in on as assets on Ignis, more people doing projects with contracts, new blockchains created as child chains on the Ardor platform, that really we're growing our community, right? So welcome to the community, you and all of the rest of your team. You know, this is just going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you for having us.
Yep, and we'll catch up again later. Bye.
For sure. Thank you very much, Elizabeth.